Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video on Conqueror's Blade. So today we have some footage submitted by Arx. That's the pronunciation I'm going to go with. Apologies if I'm completely wrong there. More than likely it is me. But anyway, I've not actually watched this footage yet, and he submitted it as a Winged Hussars game. I thought it would be kind of interesting to check it out. Let's see what's going on. And yeah, we'll kind of see how he does together, because I don't know what's going to happen either. Seems like he's playing as a dual blades, playing around on Wall 4, defending the sea point. Quite a, I guess, famous cavalry map, this one. I'd say probably one of the most cavalry-based siege maps, particularly around this sea point, because you get a really super open sort of central area. Obviously, Winged Hussars, not necessarily the most damaging charge, but can pretty much charge through anything. I'm not much of a cavalry player myself, so it will be kind of interesting to see how he does this. Oh, is he looking at those javelins? I would certainly be tempted by those javelins, that's for certain. One thing I do notice, seems like his camera is very zoomed in compared to how I normally have mine. It feels like I'm quite close up. Maybe it's just because it's not me, it's a perspective difference. Oh, we're going for the javelins. Is he going in? He charges quite late, doesn't he? Oh, nice. Straight through the javs. Nice few opening kills. And it didn't really take any losses from that. Nice. Pulled the unit back round. He's obviously had a little bit of a fight with this unit before the start. Or he lost one there. Because he only had 15 Hussars out at the beginning. I think they're normally an 18 stack unit. That would be a dangerous game, going up against 3 heroes at once, even as a dual blades. Pike wants to have a little bit of a play around, but he is getting the hell out of there. So he sent his cavalry back to the supply point. So pretty well flattened most of those javelins. I think that's kind of one of the flip sides of Winged Hussars, is that their charge damage isn't that high, and they don't get a particularly tight formation. Is he going to charge into the back of that lot? He's thinking about it. I would be tempted. It doesn't look like they've got a lot of support up there, so you might as well. They are pikes, but you've got to be a bit careful. Looks like some friendly Winged Hussars going in as well. Most of whom, I think, just charge into that wall there. God, I'd stick your troops up there. What have we got coming in? Unit of pikes. Is that prefecture bikes coming in the game gate? And we've got stuff on sea as well. 5 or 6 enemy heroes on there. Quite a lot of stuff coming in. He's going to try and get himself... Is he going to try and flank around the back and charge in that way? Looks like he is. He's bringing his unit round. He's going to try and aim through the gate. Oh, nice. Got quite a few kills there. Can he get the unit out? Can. He managed to time that quite nicely with most of them getting through the gate. I think, though, probably the sea point is done. Yeah. Okay. Well, understandable he couldn't really save that, but was a nice little charge. One thing I notice he does that I probably wouldn't do, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, is he tends to charge quite last minute with the unit. I always feel like, I guess if you're playing, say, for example, a completely different cavalry, but something like monastics, then I tend to like to charge fairly early to give them time to lower their lancers, pick up a bit of speed, etc. And they don't do as much damage if you charge them too late. Not sure if it really applies to Hussars, though. They seem to be smashing through everything fairly convincingly. So that'd be kind of interesting. Do let me know in the comments. Am I wrong about that? Does it not really matter when you charge Hussars? This poor little longsword. He is dead. That longsword got fairly too confident. He was well ahead of himself. But so far, looks like we've had 50 or so kills, and he's only lost 2 of the unit. He only started with 15 of them, so only 2 of them dead. Oh, this is not... No, don't put your paladins there! Oh, no, the poor paladins! Oh, that was brutal. Super brutal. Yeah, you don't want to get caught in that position with your paladins. It wouldn't have mattered what cavalry unit it was. Those paladins were dead. They're not much of an anti-cav unit. You really got to be careful to not get caught in that sort of position. What have we got then? So they're starting to stack a bit of a stuff coming around the corner. Bit of stuff he could play with. Problem with I find playing down in this area, sort of lower point of the actual main base point, is you can get stuff coming from quite a few different directions and you can get yourself in trouble if you're not careful. What's in there? Some spear sergeants, a couple of iron reapers. I would be tempted to give that a little bit of a charge. He's kind of keeping his unit out of the way. Someone's got a Hwatcher set up. Look, I'm blasting in. A couple of enemy cav down there as well. They're going to start to start pressuring the point here. Yeah, we can see, look, there's 4 enemy heroes pushing down that bottom ramp. Actually pushing on to base point. They're going to start to apply some pressure here soon. Going to have to end up dealing with them if he's not careful. He's having a look what's going on from the enemy team, seeing what units the enemy have brought out. Hussars, the only thing they've really got to seriously worry about, Fortebraccios, Imp Pipe Walk. They're the two real big dangers. Madau's obviously not good, but they're the two real big dangers they've got to look out for. So that's probably what he's checking for on the unit tier list. Looks like they're starting to get some cap on base point though. Probably almost 20% done. He's got to probably commit to this pretty soon. Look at the amount of enemy stuff we're getting onto point. And if they start to lose too much of an advantage, they're not going to get a chance to fight back. Here he goes. He's going up onto the point. Going for the charge. Is he going to get through? Nothing there, really. Too much pikes. Oh, and all the Namcams behind. Oh, I think he just got about 80 kills in that one single charge. Takes him up to 134 unit kills. Nice. And he actually got the bulk of the unit out as well, which is really nice. Something I tend to struggle with cavalry. I can get decent charges off, but I can really actually come out of them alive. Looks like he's trying to rally his team back onto point a little bit more. He's probably a little bit fragile, and with only half health as a light armour dual blade. Watch out for those Iron Reapers. A couple of those Namcans left at the end. Maybe that poleaxe could be a viable target. No, he's out of stealth. He's pulling back off the point again. Got a little bit of friendly stuff starting to push up. He's probably, well, he has got enough units for another charge. Is he off cooldown now? Yeah, not quite. He's got 8 seconds left on his cooldown and he can get stuck back in. And they've actually got the unit lead as a team. They should hopefully be able to do this. Maybe is he thinking about trying to flank around the back? He's very carefully checking the tier lists to see what enemy units going out. Probably looking for those pike units. Which is probably something I don't really do, actually, to be honest. Probably should do more. Give him an idea of what he's going to come up against before he actually bumps into it. Okay, he's going to have a look around this way. Maybe a bit of a flanking move around here. Looks like the team have actually sort of successfully cleared base point. Yeah, he's gonna. Well, he's having a bit of a chat with the team. Nice to see actually people communicating and not just flat out insulting each other, which is normally what Conqueror's Blade chat seems to be reserved for. There's actually a fair bit of stuff there. Is he going to make a move on this clump down here? Oh, is that some imp pike? Yeah, looks like it. See, that's something that's kind of interesting that you probably don't see necessarily from a cavalry perspective as often is, even though the imp pike isn't necessarily getting kills, it's not necessarily directly engaging in the combat, just by being there, it's stopping him from attacking. You don't actually have to necessarily win and get kills for it to be good. Just the presence of an imp pike that hasn't walked can be quite effective as a unit. Looks like as they're pushing up the stairs there, we've got some friendly serfs pushing around. Are those serfs going to bait out the imp walk? Now that would be funny if they did. Looks like he's committing to it. I don't know if they've gone for the walk or not. Maybe they have. He's going for the charge up. Oh, it's extremely close range. Oh, I didn't get so many kills. That's probably going to be done for his unit. He's got a few bits, but not so much. Pulled the unit out and he's got out alive. I wonder if in that case, that kind of comes back to a little bit what I was saying about not having so much charge build-up. That was extremely close to the unit where he activated the charge, which is hard with Hussars because they don't really have any very nice formations to make use of. So that may be where that went a bit wrong, because it didn't get that much charge damage as it slammed into those units. Anyway, we might as well see how this battle is going to end, because we've got, well, another minute or two on this clip. So, what's he going to do? Is pull out those Falconettis, probably? Yes, he is. Setting up here, and then he's going to try and bombard the point, I think. And he's just going to pull the Falconettis actually, like, right down to the front line, but that would be a bit of a dangerous area to place them. There, he's going to go on the stairs. He's got Varangians right up in his face here. Start to get the bombardment on. Looks like the friendly team doesn't have much left on point, though. Come some of the Falconetti shells. We're shooting a bit long. Oh, that's a bit nicer. Couple of hits into the mass in the centre. Got to keep a hero on that point, though. He's only got a quarter of his health left. He's got to be a bit careful. Oh, not much cap left, though. Friendly grape shot going in. He's going to try and get in on the point. Falconetti is actually picking up a fair chunk of damage. Not doing a too bad a job, to be honest. He's trying to keep them re-aiming, trying to keep them so they're doing maximum damage. But if he doesn't stand on the point, it's going to be too late. It's going to be defeat. No, get on! Ah, no. Ends in disaster. Oh, that's kind of a shame after all that good Hussar gameplay. Well, he certainly had a good shot. Those Hussars were certainly quite interesting. Yeah, I'd certainly be interested to hear in the comments how people find about kind of the charge distance, and does that have much of an impact? So 135 kills with those Hussars, not bad going, and an MVP. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Of course, if you've got any clips of your own you want to submit, can't guarantee we'll use them. We do get a few, but it's best to contact me on Discord and then normally just send a download link to it. It's probably the easiest. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all on the next video.